All right, today is January 12th, Monday. It is our last day in Phoenix before heading to Los Angeles and then Vegas for the week. Today was an epic day. I will give myself a 9 out of 10 for today in terms of execution. Only reason it wasn't a 10 is because I got zapped one time for about an hour between YouTube while I was eating dinner and then Instagram when I went to go post a story afterwards. Other than that, was insanely efficient on calls, got what I needed to get done on all of the calls. All of them went well. Vlogged a bit today throughout a lot of different segments of the day were vlogged, and I was up at 2:45 this morning. It was the first time I've ever woken up at that time with the exception of getting on flights. So that was really good. The deep work session from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. was historic. Like, I don't think I've ever been that laser focused and gotten that much done in a 3-hour time period. It was awesome, and I might actually start doing that more often. I'm not ridiculously tired right now, but I'd imagine this is the kind of thing that you pay for later on in the week, going to sleep even at 9, waking up at 2:45. That's not exactly ideal. 6 reach outs in for the day, 5-mile easy workout in the morning. Tomorrow is going to be a bigger workout. We got to be out the door by 4:45. 7.5-mile workout, shower, change, and get ready because we'll leave here at 7. Might leave a little bit earlier. Tomorrow I'm flying a JSX flight, which is like a semi-private flight that I paid $200 to fly. So I'm like very curious to see how it goes. Actually, Hormozy talked about it in one of his YouTube videos, so I just looked it up and it made total sense for me to fly it tomorrow. So it's my first time flying it. We're flying out of the Scottsdale airport as opposed to the Phoenix one, which is pretty cool. So I'll let you know how that goes. Deep work was a legendary script run, like I was talking about, from 3 to 6 a.m. was this is the deep work session that I fucking remember. I will remember this session because of how much was done in 3 hours, and it was all in scripting run. So we're all but done with our client in San Diego. While I was on my run today, I was listening to How to Win Friends and Influence People, and the big lessons that I took away were that humans have a hunger for praise as equal as the hunger for food, oxygen, and sex, is what Dale Carnegie had said inside of How to Win Friends and Influence People. But people like me as a manager decide to criticize more than we praise. And he had studied some of the great people of his time, like Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Carnegie, Charles Schwab, and all of them would say "Oh, never criticize people, literally never criticize people, and always praise them." And it was cool. I actually applied this a little bit today in the business. There were some things that I wanted to condemn people for in my company, and instead I went and praised things that were done well. And to no one's surprise, the response was better. Second one is being able to see things from other people's point of view. So there was a quote, I'm going to butcher it, but I'll get the principle of it across, which is, if you can see things from other people's perspective, you'll go wherever you want in life, was the essence of the quote. Whereas if you can genuinely put yourself in the other person's shoes, you'll be able to connect further with people and therefore essentially get whatever you want. So simple board review today. It was a lot of calls with basically deep work, run, calls, tasks, done. That's pretty much was the day from 2:45 to 8:34, which it is right now. Last thing I have left for tonight is to do a terrible job of tilting this thing, is to pack. And this should be a pretty simple one to pack for. We're just going to one very simple shoot / behind the scenes get together tomorrow. I'll be on set at the Jack Neal podcast, which will be pretty cool, with our newest client who just signed up tonight, which is epic. And then that same night, fly to Vegas to meet Alex Hormozy at the scaling workshop, be there for 2 days, fly back to Phoenix Friday, wrap up work Friday, Saturday, fly to San Diego Sunday, and have an awesome time. So that's the itinerary coming up. I actually am vlogging this entire thing. I'm doing a proper vlog that'll go on a main channel. That'll be kind of a highlight week, or a really cool week in the life. So I'm excited to release that. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.